What up, everyone? DJ
And
Nubis
DJ Neko.
here with you on the Metal Time Radio, not really podcast. That's our YouTube channel,
It's the YouTube cast.
the YouTube cast. So, hope you all who are tuning in will enjoy this. We got some more stuff in. Also, got a couple other things to talk about. A new
It's
trailer.
President's Day.
Yeah, for noobs.
Yeah, and me because I have something too.
Oh, that's true. That is true. True.
Mm-hmm.
So, first thing I wanted to get to from Shout Factory, I ordered Figurine because one of my favorite horror movies of all time, definitely top horror werewolf movies, is The Howling. And so Shout Factory has this Howling figurine statuette. I'm going to give you a little quick glimpse of it right
Woo-hoo.
there. Normally sells for like $70, but they had it on sale for $35. And get it on a little nice look if I can with that. Sweetness.
He's really cool. We got plenty. I mean, I'm really into curios and stuff. So the one is kind of like all my mementos, like from our wedding and random crap. And then we have another one that actually belonged to my grandmother, and it's I put that one specifically for most of Anubis's stuff because it's really tall, so you can fit a lot of things in it. And then some of our stuff we actually kind of have in the living room hanging around.
Yeah, and the funny cool thing about this figurine is it was limited to like 1,500, and it's now sold out on Shop Factory.
So you're one of 1,500.
Exactly.
So I see Emmanuel is watching. He's probably watching it on Facebook or
Yeah, it could
Twitter
be or YouTube.
Well, because I don't see him on the YouTube chat down here, but he's probably watching live on Facebook, which is awesome. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Also in music this week, one of my favorite records of the year is The Works by Rivers and Nihil. Just got my vinyl in for it. And
hasn't even opened it yet.
Nope. But I got the blue and white melt, where it's kind of, in fact, I got a picture of that too. You can check it out. That's what it looks like. And
kind of looks like a cloud.
Yeah, the band is basically technical death metal, but they've progressed more into sort of like almost Mastodon direction a little bit. Their new record's phenomenal. I know Neko fell in love with it when I started playing tracks for her on YouTube for it.
And, I did, and I was like, I have to have the whole thing. So he put it on my little drive. I haven't been so great as listening to my drive recently. I've been kind of catching up on my Chad Dukes show, but I'm only, 2 weeks behind on him now, so.
Yeah, we follow so many people on YouTube, podcasts, whatever, so it's hard to keep up with everybody and then also do our own stuff because we still got to work on, which I want to announce now. The podcast we're posting this week was the one we did last week. The one we're doing this week, dedicating solely to the movie Suspiria, because that's going to be my pick of the week for a retro DVD. But I had some.
I do like Suspiria. That's not a bad thing.
I do have some articles I'm going to pass along to Neko this week to check out because some were very cool and some made me think about the actress Jessica Harper and whatnot because I had just seen her in another film I bought recently, Phantom of the Paradise. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to break it down, the movie itself, the legacy, Argento, you name it. We're going to talk about it.
Now, when you went to see Goblin, they played some Suspiria for you, so that was pretty wild.
Yeah, they were supposed to do the entire set, but because Ram's Head fucked everything up, they couldn't get the shit to work right. So Goblin still played. They just played stuff from all their stuff, so Demons, all their movies that they've done music for. And
I was in Brazil.
Yeah. Home of Sepultura. Let's see. Movie-wise, I actually got from a couple of DVDs from Kino Lorber. This is, again, Aaron Penn from Cult to Cinema, who's told me about some of these sites to find some of these more, not really, some are rare, but just better Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff. So
they have things more available, basically.
Yeah, I mean, because you could go through Amazon for some stuff, which I've done, but For these, like they're just nicely more packaged. They've got more features and stuff like that. So first one I had that came in is one I've probably sorely needed for a long time is Deep Rising with Treat Williams, Famke Janssen, Kevin J. O'Connor, Wes Studi, and Jason Fleming as a cast there. So a lot of familiar names. Basically, the plot is a group of heavily armed hijackers board a luxury ocean liner in the South Pacific Ocean to loot it, only to do battle with a series of large-sized, tentacled man-eating sea creatures who had already invaded the ship. So for those of you who've not seen this, it's definitely a cool creature feature. It has a lot of great comedy because Treat Williams is hilarious in this, and of course Famke is beautiful as ever. But Kevin J. O'Connor, who people might remember from Lord of Illusions, he steals this movie as a sidekick to Treat Williams. He's hilarious, and his one-liners are fantastic in this. So definitely worth checking that out. The other film I got is one that I saw much as a kid, and of course, speaking of spiders, is Kingdom of the Spiders with William Shatner, and that came out in 1978. In rural Arizona, countless killer tarantulas are migrating through a farm town, killing every living thing in their path. The town's veterinarian will do anything in his power to survive the onslaught. The cool thing about Kingdom of the Spiders, though, is the ending, because it wouldn't be something you would expect totally. So it does have a surprise ending. And I won't sit there and say there's these massive, great performances. I mean, Shatner, but
it's a little campy, but
it's fun. Yeah, it's one of those good. Again, it goes along with those whole 70s creature feature movies we were just discussing on the last podcast channel that we did last video. Let's see. We're also going to get down to one of our favorite authors from the UK, Lou Yardley. She has a new novella, I guess they call it.
Mm-hmm. She's working on a book series from. So I read Banished. I didn't get to read Everfrost yet, which I will. And it's all the Venari series. And she's taking like characters out of each of the books and expanding on them. So Banished was the first one that I read. And she sent us Everfrost, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet. And now this one is Creep. So they're all going to be intertwined, basically, like with this town. And she also sent us this thing. What was it called? The red oak or the crap.
Oh yeah, there's a few different things in there. She has like a long series of books.
But it's the tavern that's in the book, and what I really loved was the design on it. I think it was called the Red Oak Tavern or the Old Oak Tavern, and it was the tree. And since I'm redoing the bathroom right now, we got this really cool bathroom shower curtain, and it's real spooky looking, and it's dark, and it has like these trees. So then I'm like, this is going in the bathroom. So we got a frame for it. And so after I'm done painting, it's going to go up. And we also got a really cool Camp Crystal Lake sign, which the next time we do a video, when we have some more stuff to show you, like our new racquetball rackets and the spider. The spider.
I gotta get a picture.
Well,
she's here.
We can do it with the phone. We can show patches, but the we'll have to show you the Camp Crystal Lake. It's really cool. I actually got it at a craft show.
Bathroom done. It's gonna look pretty sweet.
So we're kind of going with like a haunted lake kind of feeling. And I also, at this craft show that I went to, it was a laser engraved carved out frame, and it's black, but again it has the foresty look, but then with a wolf howling. It's pretty badass.
I guess Emmanuel doesn't like spiders.
Oh no.
Technically I have a phobia of spiders as well, but I also have a general curiosity and respect for them. It's not that I want to have a bunch of spiders around me in my house, but I have an enclosure. For those on Facebook, you've probably seen it on my pictures and whatnot. I have the shit ready to go. He's not going anywhere once he's here. But
what's it called? The bio enclosure?
The bioactive enclosure.
Yes. So the whole idea is, so when you it's a living enclosure. So there's plants and soil, and what are those little springtails?
Springtails, yeah.
They keep the mold down, and then we keep the humidity at a certain. He's handling all of that. I handle the rabbits.
Yeah, so this video is not going to be super long today, but I do want one last thing before we go. Neko hadn't seen it yet, but I'm going to show the new trailer for the Boba Fett. I think it's a series. I don't know. I don't think it's just a movie. I think it's a series.
Oh, so this is my first take on this. Okay.
It's coming to Disney Plus, so I got a feeling it's a series.
It's probably a series.
So we will be back. We're going to check out this trailer real quick, and then we'll be right back to talk about it a little bit.
I am not a bounty hunter. I've heard otherwise. I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
You were all once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please. Speak freely.
Yeah.
So it looks really good.
Yeah, like I really, we love Mandalorian. We've been kind of waiting because ever since Bobo's appearance in Mandalorian, we've been like, yeah, we gotta have a movie, or in this case, a series. So I'm glad they're actually going to series. Series are actually a lot better now than I realized when it comes to like some of the Star Wars stuff. So
I feel like they get a chance to Disney does it right. Honestly, like with all the Marvel series that had come out, the only one that was a little bit boring to me was the Captain or the Winter Soldier Falcon.
Yeah.
It was, I was expecting something a little bit more than what it was, and maybe that's just my fault for having expectations. So I don't know, but I really liked WandaVision, and what was the other one that I liked? I liked the Loki one.
Oh yeah, Loki.
So I liked Loki and WandaVision. We'll see.
People are different with that though. Some people enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier, and not WandaVision or Loki. So it depends on what you're looking for when you go into this stuff. But like with the Star Wars stuff, like I'm not a big fan of the last 3 movies that were put out.
I don't even know if I saw the last 3 movies, like especially in their entirety. Like I'd watch them and I'd be like, yeah, I'm bored.
But I liked Rogue One. I kind of wish they would make a series out of that.
I kind of do too. Cool. Like I feel like Rogue One.
Solo wasn't bad. I just
I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's my problem. And that's kind of like when we get to our tiers, when we start talking about like good, bad, and meh and okay, I will remember a bad movie and I'll put it in its rightful place. If it's just average or all right, and I recognize the the actor, I recognize the name of the movie, that doesn't necessarily mean I remember the movie. You've told me before that I've watched movies.
I think the guy that's playing Boba Fett actually played him in the movies from the way back. People can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like in Attack of the Clones and all that, I think this is the same dude. But people can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I'm probably, but I hate that though. I hate when I know I've watched a movie and it's like that has just nothing, leaves nothing on me, and then we'll talk about terrible movies and I'm like, I can remember the entire terrible movie, like Sharknado.
Well, that's what Derek was getting at with like trash versus bad. Like there's bad and then there's kind of campy bad. And Sharknado, the first one, is that campy bad, and then it got kind of ridiculous after that. But
that's what I mean. And I don't know, are we thinking about doing tiers not this week but the following week? Because
I still have I'm working on that currently for the 2010
to 20.
Yeah.
And like I said, there are movies that I know I've watched, but I just don't remember, and we talk about it all the time because I'm like, I'm sure I know you sat me down and made me watch it.
There's actually a ton of movies you've seen. This is why I want to go through these tiers. I'm always kind of like asking you, you don't remember watching this with me, because you were making a bunch of comments at the time about it, but they don't stick with you like they do me. This is the difference between you and I.
Because it must not have been that impactful.
Well, yeah, but I like even the bad shit. I generally remember.
You probably remember my commentary because my commentary is so witty, and you're like, this woman should just commentary every single movie, and it would just make them better.
That we usually do that, like Mystery Science Theater, just comment during the whole entire movie. But
we did that one time, and we were really drunk, so it made it even funnier. And we left the voice recorder on the phone, and we're watching the movie, and we were just ridiculous. I probably think I'm funnier than I am, but I do get so irritated.
Oh, they all love you more than me. They use me to get to you. That's it.
That's just because I'm so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I have boobs.
Boobs works.
Boobs is probably what does it.
It's the boobs. They'll probably censor us for that.
Yeah, we said the B word.
Anywho, we're not going to keep y'all too long. This is just a quick video just showing you what we did get this week.
We get excited about President's Day, so we'll probably have some more.
I mean, I have a couple more things coming.
You know what we did get? We got our new fancy bed that cost like, a kidney to get, which I'm very happy about. We're still like, getting used to it, and it's so big. You could put
that sounds so sexual.
I know, it's so big. You could put a person in between. You put 3 people in that bed if needed. It is so awesome. We had like the most low rent tiny bed, and
I will say this, and I don't mean to interrupt you, for those of you guys in chat right now, like I know that guys like Samurai and Derek's gonna be doing one soon.
Ooh, are
you guys interested in all doing like open chats with us on YouTube for a show, like maybe for an hour, whenever we decide to do it? Like, is that something you'd be interested in? Because
we can show I'd love to take stuff.
I'd love to just take questions from people in chat and talk about movies, kind of like what they do. If they're even interested in doing that, that's it just depends, because there's so much content out there that
I told you what I wanted to do. I wanted to ask these, very deep questions, like, if you're running from zombies, is it better to go north where the zombies would be outside and they'd freeze to death and shatter, or would it be better to go south where it's hot and then they just decompose because it's so hot? These are the questions I need answered.
Well, then we'll just hold on. We'll do that at some point, either later this week or maybe next week, and try to
work it in. We'll have to find a couple of people who can answer these questions for me. I also have so many vampire questions. I'm gonna have to write them down.
Yeah, definitely need to get D in here for that. Film fanatic.
I mean, does anybody else think about things like that?
I'm sure they do.
If I were gonna,
but it probably gets answered in like about 50 different movies, because they all have different angles and the ways they like vampires. We have different ways that vampires exist in different movies. So.
Right, but I mean, zombies are zombies, and they're corpses, so they're dead, right? Their blood is technically not pumping. They're not living organisms. So would it be better to have them decompose or freeze? Like, would it be better to work your way up to Alaska? Or would it be better to, try to get down on an island somewhere where it's always 95 degrees and you know that if they're outside, they're just going to rot and be gone, because that's the way you could rid yourself more easily of the zombies.
Well, we know that 30 days a night, Alaska's not going to save you.
You don't think so? You don't think it's cold enough?
No, you see that movie?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, man. Just saying.
I don't know.
Anyway, I hope everyone had a great Halloween. It was fun for us.
Did you guys see the pictures of us?
Oh, they did.
They
a lot
did.
Of people comment. Yeah.
Red light.
Red light. Green light.
You were so awesome. I ordered that for him, and it's actually a very nice tracksuit, but I doubt you're going to be wearing it out anytime soon. So
I hate dressing up.
I spent a fortune on this.
Although I saw Carmen from Atomic Werewolf. He was dressed as Cobra Kai. He had the suit on and everything. It was cool.
Really?
Yeah, great.
See, I love dressing up. I did it pretty easy though this year because I look just like the Progressive Woman. So,
Flo.
I kind of cheated.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for tuning in. Peace out. We'll see you later.
Ya.
Check out our new podcast tomorrow. I'll be posting. So have a good week. Stay safe.
Dragon of Kosovo. What is that?